Okay, continuing our
The faster you can kill those
Halo 2 I Don't Like Confrontation run on Legendary, on the level Gravemind. This is, without a doubt, the longest video, as this is the longest level in Halo 2. It's a doozy, especially on Legendary. Even with some of the shortcuts I'm taking in this one, it's going to be just shy of a half hour. So, you're going to take everybody out, you're going to leave one grunt, you're going to pick up 2 needlers, because we're going to want those, and we're going to leave him alive so we can get in place here. We're going to do the trick where we skip a bunch of waves of guys, where you stand in the right spot. Basically, it's like a little triangle of lights up there, you kind of keep them right about there. Actually, sometime maybe a little more to the left, as you'll see later on. I have to move a little more to the left for it to actually take.
Has infiltrated the council chamber. Protect the hierarchs. Seal the exits.
Oh, I don't think so.
But if you see the checkpoints rolling, then you know that you actually were able to pull off the trick. And so the next wave is going to be the chief captain, 2 brutes, and I believe there's like 4 grunts.
It's got a brute shot.
You need to kill one right there as he comes from behind you. You can kill the other one right away as he comes out of that gate. You can come out of here and jump up on top and shoot down, but I found it's easier just to stay in this area, because that door will close and at least provide you some protection. Also, there's a needler out right in the middle of the floor, so if you need to, you can just cloak, run, grab some ammo real quick. And I took out the other 2. As soon as you take out 2 of them, the third guy, well, sometimes it's only the second guy will come out and bull charge you. That time the door closed before I can get back in, so I have to move to the side of it. Oh, and then if you kill all the grunts in the bottom, or enough of them, the 2 guys up on top with the carbine rifles will come out. And unfortunately, this guy is being particularly frustrating, as he's not showing himself until I uncloak, and then he's showing himself and shooting at me. This is, without a doubt, the hardest and worst part of the game is this beginning part. It's long even without the cheat. It's ridiculously long. And they give you the worst weapons to start out with, practically. As you can see, I killed one. There's the other bull charging. I want to go and grab those carbines, or at least one of them. Make it a lot easier for me if I can pick people off with headshots. Which is what I'm doing right here, picking up the carbine. I know there's one grunt out here, so the next wave isn't going to come back until I kill one of them, and there was 2, and I just killed them both, so now the next wave is going to start, so I'm trying to hurry up and get in position here before the checkpoint, but I don't actually do it. As you can see, the guy's walking around, and a lot of times you can just move left or right or forward or back a little bit, and then it won't go. But unfortunately, I think he's out already, and if he's already out, that usually means you're past the point of being able to do the trick. So you're just gonna have to fight that wave and then try the trick over again, which is what I do. Yeah, so again, it's not, I'm not in the right spot. That's why you see them coming out of here. At least on this part, they're right across from me, so I can tell if it's working or not. And you can see right now, I move a little to the left so that there's actually 3 lights on the right, up on the top there.
Put me down on one of the pedestals near the door.
And once you hear her say that, that means it worked.
They've locked it from below. There's a door at the other end of the chamber.
I'm just running around trying to find, just to see if the other carbine rifle was around so I could grab some more ammo, but I couldn't find it.
Go. It'll be easier to track truth if I stay in the network.
Once you kill one of the, there's two brutes. Once you kill one, the other one's gonna bolt charge, as you can see. And I didn't realize there's a grunt still left in the turret.
Right this way.
Make sure you don't go through that door too quick, or else you won't get the checkpoint. When you get through that first jackal, you just want to shoot him, make sure he's dead, then cloak. When you come down here, that guy with the beam rifle, make sure you shoot him first. He's deadly with that. Also, if you have sputnik on, which I do, that beam rifle sometimes can go flying, sometimes out off the edge and gone into the ether. So if you can't find the beam rifle, you might have to restart the last checkpoint. I'm just ducking down here.
Keeping up their patrols. Stay sharp.
Till these jackals go by in that door. And usually they don't come back out, but I had some bad luck on this. For some reason, I don't know if I did it too quick or what happened, but something went funny. And you'll see that there they are. They're waiting to come flying up to me.
Transponders. The signals are originating somewhere below your...
Now if you wait till right here and cloak, you can jump over these guys and not alert them. And the next 2 jackals, make sure you take out. Should be able to take these guys out and jump down. Unfortunately, I got hit by that grenade, which took out my shield, so I had to Do it again.
Here, Chief. Jump in.
And one thing you have to be wary of is if you do jump in, make sure you did take out, or at least got rid of those 2 brutes, because even though they're not there, they may actually follow you down behind you, so it's going to make your life even harder down here if those 2 brutes come down this this lift with you. Now these 2 guys you should be able to take out with a melee to the right spot. As you can see, I didn't hit the right spot, so have to try it again. And try not to get killed by the grunts. It's sometimes easier just to drop down a level just to get away from all the craziness up there and let them drop down here and take them off. At least they take a little more time to come down here. I'm just grabbing some more ammo. It was a grenade, and there goes the container that had the carbine rifles in it. And luckily it didn't go flying off, so at least I can still grab some more ammo.
The Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
And after that part, there should be like 3 jackals and 2 brutes down here. Take them out. Or actually looks like 4 jackals. I hate shield jackals. I absolutely hate them. I'm just going back up here to get more ammo again because I wasted quite a bit. This part, try not to alert that brute, which I actually do. I don't know exactly why sometimes he turns around, but just do it again and try it. You should be able to sneak up behind him. Sometimes he doesn't want any part of that. I don't know why, but a lot of times you can just come up and do it. And then if you just melee him, all these other grunts will stay sleeping. You can just melee all of them. You don't have to shoot anybody. Unfortunately, like I said, it didn't work for me that time.
Listen up, Marines. The Chief's hunting a prophet, and you're gonna help him kill it.
No sense sticking around here!
Come to the middle level. One more group of Marines to go, Chief. More guards. Get ready.
Taking fire! Cabron! Camp here!
This is the next area where there's 3 jackals and a brute. Just try to take them out as quick as possible. The jackals especially, try to get them in the head right away. They put their shield up, they're just so hard to hit.
The same way we came in, the central grav lift.
I'm just jumping up here real quick so I can take these guys out. Another jerkweed grunt with a needler, always fun to deal with.
Hostile reinforcements coming down the lift.
Okay, now make sure you're up on this top level. It's when she says hostile reinforcements, then that's your cue to go back down. And hopefully there's not too many enemies, and just wait here for a little bit. And when you come back up, you'll see them coming down the chute all dead. Most of them, usually. Got screwed up or something. I couldn't figure out how to go up the lift, or I don't know what my problem was. Anyhow, but yeah, a couple of grunts got through. No big deal.
The lift is clear. Step on in.
So this part, we're going to do a sword cancel with these guys, and if you do it quick enough... that time I just didn't do it at all. Again, missed it.
It was Tartarus.
There, if you watch, now there should be 2 elites that go through that door, but they don't. Because if you do that sword cancel quick enough, all these enemies are gone. There should be brutes in here fighting some elites. They're not in here. The next room is a couple hunters. They'll also be gone. Unfortunately, though, sometimes you'll get a checkpoint right up here if you're slow and kind of creep up to this door. And sometimes you won't. And this time I didn't get it. Which, as you see, is not the greatest thing in the world. You can do a sword fly. You have to be in the right spot, so if you go too much to the right, you'll hit one of the enemies and then it'll block you. Or if you go too much to the left, you'll hit that one weird branch, and that won't work either. You can hit jump to go over this, but it's easier just to do the grenade jump over it, I think. And do a grenade jump up here.
Space rupture. It's in amber clad.
Usually it's like the 3rd little bump here. You wait, and if you look off to the left, you'll see enemies coming through right there. And usually try to lock onto one and then do a sword fly. Unfortunately, I screwed it up there. And you can hear there's a beam sniper jackal down there, and he's not a lot of fun to deal with. So sometimes you just wait and hopefully the brutes take him out. Does he? I don't know. I can't remember what side the sniper's on, if he's on the elite side or the brute side. It gets confusing. Anyway, so I do the sword fly, but I just missed landing on top. I tried to cloak, but yeah, he like melee'd me or something. And I'm all the way back here again. So this time I did the sword fly. Wasn't quick enough. So right here you're gonna cloak. Otherwise those bugs will attack you. You can sword cancel over one of these guys. And then there'll be the 2 hunters. Just stay off to the right. They usually won't touch you. They'll shoot at you, but they'll miss you. Sometimes you get a checkpoint again. Most likely not.
The Covenant just destroyed 2 of their own ships, and I'm hearing reports of small arms fire throughout their fleet.
Creatures of the Covenant, the path is broad and we shall walk it side by side.
Slip space rupture. It's in amber clad.
Be glad.
So if you stay in this track where they can't see you, they won't shoot at you. But at the end here, where the door opens, you get the cloak, so you can get by the 2 flying elites.
At this moment, the councillors gather on Halo. See the icon safely.
Rise, backclimbers! Cast down the elites!
There are those who said this day would never...
I'm kind of holding back a little bit just because I'm opening at a checkpoint. I didn't need it, luckily this time,
The towers are clear.
but it's still nice to have it. If you go too fast, you sometimes miss that checkpoint.
You wouldn't believe the number of kill systems the Covenant are throwing down around me.
And if you get in there quick enough, the 2 flying elites and the 3rd elite won't come through there. Also, I think there's a couple jackals with these guys. There's nobody at the end of this, so you can just ride across.
I have listened to you.
Just picking up some new weapons. Or I should say, more ammo for my weapons.
Back to the mausoleum. Fools! There are nothing for them now.
Who would doubt the prophets?
You should get a checkpoint up there usually. You can also just jump down here and then glide across the tram, but I was actually trying to do a super bounce at the end here. You'll see me crouch and then try to jump off. And sometimes when you're there, you'll get a checkpoint too. I didn't get the checkpoint, so I wasn't able to do it. But you can do a little super bounce and jump all the way to the top. Really doesn't help you much. Doesn't do anything. It's just kind of cool. But it's around over here, and I think I overshot it. So these 3 guys, just make sure you take all their helmets off first. Make it a little easier when you're trying to pick them off of the head. The last guy, I didn't hit him in the head quick enough, so he came charging right away. Time to confront him. You could also do a sword fly past these guys if you want, but then if you do that and go through the next door, you usually won't get a checkpoint, and that's not a lot of fun. And if you're quick here, you should be able to stick him with a grenade, and then sword cancel over him while it blows up, giving you some nice distance. I missed a couple times there. I just gotta time it right, and it should throw you across. You can take everybody out in here with a sword. There's a cloaked elite down here. You gotta be careful sometimes though, because that, well, at least when you have the grunt birthday party skill on, if you have that on, you'll blow this fuel rod cannon to God knows where, and you can't find it. But I found it. Stick this guy, run through here, blow up the 2 shield jackals and the brute.
If we're going to catch truth, we'll need to take a shortcut straight through the mausoleum.
Kill that
Look on the right.
sniper jackal.
Oh, they seem much more interesting.
Do a sword fly here. If you're quick enough, sometimes I'm able to do it. I wasn't able this time. The 2 hunters and the elite right there won't even come through that door. But then I don't think you get a checkpoint, so it's kind of a trade-off.
Consider sitting this one out.
This part I actually do a lot of confrontation just because I don't like waiting around for this part, because it takes forever if you let everybody just battle each other out and then pick the remaining guys off. You can do that, but I get too impatient now. I just run in and start killing everybody. You got a couple of good weapons, might as well use them. Also, that guy's got a field rod cannon, so you can at least grab more ammo from it. But as was said in the segmented run video, if you're close to that middle structure while the last guy is taken out and there's the last guy, she'll say, "Hey, wait a minute," and then the next part it'll open the door for you right away.
I'm picking up 2 more transponders. It's the commander and
And I'm just hiding over here just because actually there are a couple more enemies that do come off to the right over there.
This way, Chief.
I think you just cloak and just run past these guys. Or if you don't have cloak, you could sword cancel over them if you really wanted to.
I am getting confirmed reports of
Or just blow them up.
Everclad's wreckage. Let's get the
And that's it for that incredibly long level.
Things get really ugly.
Split them. One in each phantom.